Hey guys, it is Fuel here. Um, Welcome back to another Planet Zoo Let's Play. I know I've done this in the past, but I didn't like how they turned out. They were turning out, so this one I think is gonna stick. Um, so essentially, before I say, let me adjust my headphones here. Before I say too much, I do want to emphasize the fact that I messed up. I forgot to check to see if my mic was on when I recorded this the first time, and lo and behold, it was not. But I still got all the gameplay. So, everything I just did is going to be in time lapse, like starting right now. So, there should be some a voiceover over the commentary to explain everything that happened. But today's episode, after the time lapse of how we build everything, is going to be management. So, let's get that time lapse started, shall we? Yep. All right, guys. So I did not realize that my mic being far away would probably affect this voiceover, but here we are. We're doing it. I'm using a different mic, known as my phone. So this is the staff areas that we're gonna put, that I already put. So I like make sure to do your staff areas away from your guests. They don't like them. They will be livid, and your rating will go down. Your guest happiness will go down. It's just not great, and you will actually make less money from it. But yeah, as you can see, I'm doing a grid path here. If you're ever struggling with paths, grids can help. But I know I do end up moving the staff areas closer to the path because, for those of you who don't know, your staff will complain and get upset that they are having to walk too much. So yeah, you can see me moving it right now. So if you can see over there, that little fork at the end there, I don't know what's called that actually. That's where I'm gonna be doing my habitat. So I will mention, I don't want to spoil it. I'll mention the animal that I do when I start building the habitat. So this is me trying to decide which animal, because I didn't know. I wanted to do an animal with that I had already researched in prior franchise zoos. But that didn't end up happening because I made a mistake. I thought my animal that I was going to do was going to be researched, but it hadn't for me yet. So as you can see, here's me doing the entrances. Entrances will give you power, but then after that, you're going to be using those facilities that I just showed. Yeah, that's me. I did all the disease research, and I was just chilling because I wasn't too worried about what animal I was gonna do as long as it was researched. And again, I made that mistake. But I was thinking about doing beavers. Then I realized, I don't really feel like beavers. So I decided on the red crown crane. So I'm starting the habitat. Terrain is always fun, right? When you're doing a habitat. That's sarcastic. If you're in the Planet Zoo community, you can know that that barriers mess with terrain. So you can't move the terrain if the barrier's on it or near it. So your terrain will look really weird and ugly if you try to mess with it with a barrier. So I usually don't do barriers first. I usually do like my construction and terrain for the habitat first if I'm going to do any of that. And I was just trying to see how much space I had, and I had a lot. Plenty of water space and land space for the cranes. And I was pretty much really excited to get that done. So that's an example of what the terrain does. I'm going to get sick if the camera keeps moving like that. Genuinely. So, yeah. Let's talk about, as I build this, let's talk about what I want for this channel. I feel like this channel should, I want your suggestions. I want to make videos, try to make videos as consistent as possible. I want to make videos. I mean, if they get popular, they get a following, I'm gonna keep making them. I've loved this game for like 4 years. When did it launch? For like 4 years. Around that. Yeah, for like 4 years. And I'm like, I think it's time for me to, well, actually a while ago, I was like, I think it's time for me to start, you know, making content, because I know a lot about this game and I think I'm pretty good. So that's what I'm doing. I've tried in the past, but I wasn't successful, and I didn't put a lot of work into it, and now I'm trying to actually do the opposite of that. So, yeah. Also, you can see me turning the lawn grass to soil there that time, because it's easier to see what I'm building if the lawn grass isn't in the way. But I do change it back like what I did. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I need your suggestions, what content you want to see. I want to post mainly Planet Zoo. I do play other games. I play Apex Legends sometimes. Oh, a lot of times, actually. I'm not good at it, though, because I haven't played in a while. And I do play City Skylines from time to time and Planet Coaster from time to time. So if you want to see either of those games, I don't have the sequel to City Skylines, but I have the original. So if you want to see that, I am actually in like 4 weeks, moving to 4 weeks. I'm going to be moving like 20 minutes away from where I live now. I'm going to be moving to a smaller town, but I'm still going to the same school because it's still close. And we have 20 acres of land, and I'm gonna have birds, chickens, all we know right now, but hopefully if I can get it approved by my mom and her fiance to have like some like parakeets or parrots, stuff like that. I definitely want to utilize the space I have for those. So I will be in animal care. I am currently in animal care, actually. I have a lizard, and he's a teenager. He's a blue-tongued skink. He's a teenager. He's mean. But he's mean to me until food comes out, and then he's nice. Then I have 3 dogs, and they're crazy. And I have a snake, and he's chill, because snakes are chill. So, shoot me questions. I know a lot about reptiles, I know a lot about birds, care. If you're curious, you can join our Discord server. I don't think anyone's in it, because I just made it like on a random day. I was bored. So I want to see if that Discord server actually gets people. It's Zoo Freaks. We can talk about like Planet Zoo, actual zoos, animals, talk about anything. So if you want to join that, the link is on my channel or in the description. I don't know where I'm putting it prior to this moment, but yeah, so you can see me finishing up this habitat. Doing a lot of foliage. Rocks and foliage are the main things. Those are the most important things. Rocks make a habitat, or look good anyway. And you can see I didn't like the cattails that high up. Then I changed them, and I like how they look. I'm putting some in the rocks, make it look more real. Since those are aquatic plants and red-cone cranes are aquatic animals. And lowering those rocks so the cranes could access them. Putting down their habitat stuff. I didn't realize that the cranes would be able to escape. When they got in there, I checked them, and they didn't escape. So that's great news, because I put the fences there in those areas to prevent them from that. Those fences are really good. They stop anything. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much all I have for this time lapse. Yeah, if you want to name a future animal or future staff member, go ahead and put it in the comments. If you want to do that, I'll only do one per person, so choose. If you want to name an animal or staff member, it doesn't matter. So, yeah. We'll see if yours gets picked. I'll probably pick all of them, because it's not like I'm going to have a lot of people in my comment section. But you can see me trying to do a fence here. The fence I did choose was one I got off the Steam Workshop, which I try not to use workshop pieces. I only download them for like zoos that I'm doing like by myself, not sharing with anyone or putting them on Steam. So, because I don't want to have to credit other people's work. But And then you can see how expensive those were, because those are like 200 for 2. You could see me second guessing it. Look at my money going down. I don't think I showed it here, but I think I ended up getting rid of it. So, well, that is pretty much it. So, yeah, see, yeah, I got rid of them. So I think this is where I do the rest of my facility stuff, get some animals. And I hope you enjoyed this time lapse. Thought it was awesome. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. But enjoy the rest of the video, because it's good. Alright, so I'm sure that was a great time lapse. I'm sure I covered some really awesome things, right? Saw the really cool Red Crown Crane exhibit, everything. Rolling Cliff Zoo, awesome. So, let's get into this. So I remember we ended off, well, who am I talking about? Me, because I forgot to record the audio for my video. We ended off with basically just getting our research in place and getting our education in place, pretty much. I recorded that at about 2:50. It is currently 6 o'clock. So I have been reeling for the past few hours. But yeah, so essentially, this is our setup right now. We just need that education going. Our staff training is going to come at some point, not soon though, because like our keeper is a trainee. He did one. He literally just did one habitat cleaning, and then now he has to rest. So that's why you always need to make sure your staff is trained. My original franchise zoo, the one that actually started making money, because I had a couple trial and errors when I first started this game years ago, did well until we reached about $500,000 and started making no profit because I tried to expand too much, and that zoo was a mess. And mostly because my staff wasn't trained. I was having animal problems. I didn't know how to make money, and it was on easy mode. But I was young, and I was not ready for Planet Zoo. But now I am. Look at this guy. This is Emily. Oh wait, I forgot. They need 4 minimum. Shoot, yeah, we need to get another one. They need 4 minimum. So let's get another male. Why did I not think of that? Even though, okay, let's get another male, a high quality male. Him is the highest, the best we can do. Unless some of these genes are, what? These genes are better. The genes on these guys are better. Why would I ever buy him? So do I want, basically, these two options are telling me would I rather have size and longevity or fertility and immunity. And I'm always going to choose fertility and immunity because those are very important. Like, immunity has always been, like, having low immunity animals, I've always been bad at, like, getting low immunity animals because I'm like, the other stats are more important to me than immunity. But now I'm like, I gotta lock in and remember that immunity is important. I don't want my animals or their offspring getting sick, which can come very easily. So I'm basically, now I'm making sure that I get animals, like, the zoo I have now, the main franchise I'm working on, that zoo has, like, really good immunity, like, awareness. So, and he's gonna get named something else. Because we have Emily, Lily, and Harold, right? Is it gonna make me? It might make me get a security guard. I'm gonna check on guests, what they think so far. After we get him in. See if education's even going up. Oh, it actually went up a little bit. That's good. Because at some point I want a huge flock in here, so I'm gonna, a huge flock of them. So I'm going to, at some point, make sure they have enough. Because, let's see. There's 1,300 land area, 830 water area. So let's see how many we could support until it's like, no, not enough. Where are we at? There we go. Oh. Cut that out, Duran. That sound, that noise. Oh, I forgot they can share with macaques, but we're not doing that. I will, if I do have the Japanese, they're the snow monkeys. If I do them, I'm gonna do them like by themselves. Because I don't know. We could support quite a few. We could support about 68. You support about 68 of them. So, but would this little small little behind the scenes building support 68 red crown cranes in here at night? No, realistically. But this is Planet Zoo. So with my franchise zoos, I like to keep them realistic. Like all my habitats would normally have behind the scenes area. They'd also normally have realistic habitats, so nothing crazy for a zoo of like basically we're not San Diego Zoo, but we're not this isn't Tiger King on that spectrum, if you know what I mean. All right, so what should we name him? Something random, like Bob. Bob is a good name. Again, if you guys have name suggestions for staff or animals, put those in the comments. I'll do one for each person who asks. So, but not the animals I just named. I mean, like, oops, my bad. I mean, like, names for upcoming animals and staff members. Because once I choose a name, it sticks. Okay, let's check on guest thoughts. We're making money, which is good. Making profit. So I'd say we save up to 25. No, that's not enough. Like 30,000, and then I put some food and maybe an exhibit animal in. An exhibit animal that I have like a lot of education for, and then I could do a keeper chat or shoot. An educator, an animal talk, and people can, because like people don't know that, some people don't know that if you do the animal talks for the habitats, the educator will throw food into the habitat, but if you do it for exhibit animals, they will actually take it out and hold it in their hands for a few seconds so they can see. It's actually a really cool feature. So remember, guys, exhibit animals can still have animal chats. What was I gonna do? See, I get sidetracked when I talk like that. Okay, guests. Hunger, thirst, that's normal. Education is low. That's normal. Your education's not gonna start out maxed. So your ticket price is great. So your ticket price is great. That's exactly what I want to hear. And also, if you're financially, financially, if you're able to, check or do marketing financially. Like once you have a few habitats, a few exhibits, do marketing, especially once you get baby animals. Market, because the money that you're taking out for marketing will be covered. So like once we have our first baby, I'm gonna do like the $1,000 marketing. So that's why pretty much we're waiting here to see if they will do that. Okay, we got our first vet research complete. So for those who don't know, boom, 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 boom. So we got 6 there. Some animals require a lot more. Like I know orangutans is like 10. That's like the max. Dingoes is 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, but that's more than Dole. That's weird. It's like reskin. Yeah, and some are as low as 5. So that's weird. But Okay, inspector. So, for new Planet Zoo, welcome to the community, obviously, but it's very important that we pay attention to when the inspector's coming. So it said 5 months, so that's gonna be in, I'm so bad at math, 1, 2, 3, 4, March. The inspector comes and checks a set of habitats and exhibits. And we'll give you a star rating for each of them, so make sure everything is perfect. No animal injuries, diseases, good animal welfare, pretty much. And it will leave them apart. What? English, jeez. Okay. The inspector will leave a report. That report is gonna have out of 5 stars. You want 5 stars because that's obvious, right? Because your zoo rating will go down if it's not good. I'd say 3.5 and up is good. Anything under 3.5, I feel like that's not great. And more people come to your zoo if it's better rated. So, oh yes, this is why I hate leaving it on fast forward. Okay, we already have our first pregnancy. Well, even though they're birds, but this is Planet Zoo, so. So Emily mated with Harold. Okay. So offspring is due November. That's now. It's literally now. That makes no sense. Offspring is due now. Okay. This is huge. Because baby animals bring in so much money. Wow, that's not what we're doing right now. So maybe then Bob and Lily will get together. I don't know how it works. I think they're monogamous. Yeah, they're a monogamous pair now. Just like a lot of birds do. So then Bob and Lily, we're going to just leave Bob and Lily to do their thing. Hopefully they get together and we have 2 couples. So we're going to watch her actually as she gives birth. Okay, there we go. That's the resting animation. Here we are. First kid. First kid. This is actually a better thumbnail. If that feces wasn't in the way, this would be a good thumbnail. Look how cute that is. Okay, boy or girl? It's a girl and it's gold rated. That's awesome. Look at those genes. Wow. Yeah. When you grow up, so when she grows up, we're probably not going to trade her. We're probably going to keep her so she can get her a boyfriend and they can have babies. A gold rated one. Okay, so we're gonna name her. What should we name her? Riley. Riley's a good name. Yeah, Riley. That's a good name. Alright. Riley's a unisex name, so yeah. I like unisex names. Alright, so too much coverage, I realize that. But they don't seem to be too upset about it. So let's get that marketing started. Wish we had better education, but it doesn't matter which one you do. I think they're for certain groups. So if I wanted more families to come, I'd do family hour. If I wanted more like teenagers to come, I'd probably do comedy. And if I wanted more adults, I'd do late night talk show. And if I wanted more like, I don't know, but cereal box would probably be like get more families to come. Newspaper would probably get more adults, if I had to guess. Because old people, the newspaper. Okay, this is cute. Look at her. Look at the sound she's making. That's so cute. Welcome to your new home. That's Uncle Bob. That's Aunt Lily. This is your mom Emily and your dad Harold. I'm so glad that they went together. Because Emily has the better genes, remember, that I showed in the time lapse. Alright, so we should make some cash. They should be freaking out. See, that's the type of message you want. Tickets are underpriced, that's a good message. If it says tickets are underpriced, that's a good message. We'll up that to 8 for an adult, 5 for kid. And if that's too much, it'll tell me it's overpriced. It's not a big deal. You just kind of change it. See, look at what the marketing's done already. People are already coming in. They like that price. Okay, some people are turning it away, which isn't ideal. So we're gonna lower it. $7 and $4. Yeah, we want them coming in. We don't want anyone turning away. So they like that. I think they like that a lot better. You didn't. What's wrong with? Fine. Put it down to 6. Okay, I don't think any of them are turning that down, which is good. Alright, once we get to 30K, I'm gonna spruce up the place, get us an exhibit, all that fun stuff. It looks very even, I love that. I love this game. Look at her, bro. Look at her little wings. She doesn't really have them. Also, a good way to make some money. You see these umbrellas? Most guests bring them from home. But if you set up a just a memento, or not just a memento, it's either the gift shop, which is just a memento, or it's the info center. They will purchase umbrellas from it, and you can make some money. And that's not situational either. People do want to buy from those in general. I see the info centers tend to be the least popular of everything they can buy from, because they don't really care about them unless they're specifically interested. Because some guests have traits, just like in Planet Coaster, they have traits. Where is it? Oh yeah, you can see places visited, adopted animal, cured items. So new tickets are overpriced. How? How are they overpriced? Turn it all the way down. Where's the traits at? Where are the traits at? Maybe that's just in Planet Coaster? Did I just make the dumbest mistake any Planet Zoo player can make? Yes. Okay. Maybe they still do have traits, but I could have sworn that wasn't just in Planet Coaster. I like the mirror mobile. It's fun. Oh, by the way, if you do start out or just have cranes and flamingos in general, the forage pool will feed all of them. These bowls aren't too important. But let's see where our keeper's at. I'm sure he's gonna come inspect. Okay, he's resting. Cause he's got a high workload, but that's okay. When was the last time he came? He comes every month. Good. I mean, I can put that to every 3 months. Do you think they would get hungry? I think 3 months is fine. How long will it take the cranes to get hungry? I'm wondering. Let's see. We'll test it out. This guy make his life a little easier. Let's see, is our vet, let's just check up on all our staff. Our vet is commuting. Do some research. Staff room could be nicer. Well, so best I can do for you right now. And also, when you're new, don't worry about the guests saying, this zoo, there's not much to see in this zoo. This zoo's kind of small, because there's nothing you can do about that. I mean, really, just don't worry about that. You should worry about that when you have enough money to expand your zoo. That's when you should admit your mistake, pretty much. Is anyone in here? Okay, our keeper is. We checked on that. These you can't see it. Okay. I wonder what mechanic's doing. He's heading to rest. Caretaker is. Okay, he doesn't have anything to do right now. That's okay. his energy's gonna slowly go down. Alright, and I do really want to do the fence, I just can't afford it really. Oh yes! Okay, Lily and Bob, let's go. Look at that awesome mating animation, it's so cool. Yeah, she's expecting offspring. Due April. That's why the flamingos and the cranes have babies, so... That's why the... okay, I'm gonna move from one thing to the next. I can't keep up with the stuff I'm trying to say. So, that's why the cranes and the flamingos have so many babies, when you notice that in this game. Because they only have like a 1 month gestation period. When that's kind of true in real life, eggs would. They just... Birds mate once a year, but they make up for that in not a very long gestation. Most birds mate once a year. Okay. You're gonna like this place. Oh, she's gonna see Bob specifically. Let's make sure that Bob is doing good. Perfect welfare. Okay, he does. Okay, let's also wait for that baby. Cause she'll be here when that's born. So. Okay, we got baby Riley here. Harold. That's Bob. It's Emily. And then Lily is over here. She's about to have a baby. Okay, go have your kid. Yay! Yay! Oh, it's a boy. Okay. We're gonna name him. Dexter. Dexter, that's a good name. Dexter. His name is Dexter. And your cousin over there is Riley. Like a family friend, pretty much. So, she is 4 months. Well, not exactly. She's about 3 months. Then he is a newborn. Awesome. That's so cool. Also, marketing. If you don't want it to renew, don't let it renew. Then you can stop the marketing at any time. It's just a really nice feature that we have in the game, which I think people should use more. What are you doing this for? You literally have a place to rest. I guess they don't really... The cranes don't require the bedding if they want to lay down. But, they require the jetty platform stuff. I mean, come on. Okay, let's see how much donations we're getting. None there. I think most of them are in here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. But we're going to leave this one over here for people who haven't done it yet and came over here specifically. But guests are always going to take the short path to the animal. Because, like, when they walk in, don't think the guests are going to tour the whole zoo. Like, if you have this big zoo. They're going to see what they want. So, since that's the only animal we have, like, wants to see red-crowned crane. But for other animals, if you have like 4, if you have Bengal tiger, Asian elephant, blue-tongued skink, and ostrich, they're gonna probably choose like 2 of those. 1, maybe 2. Okay, that's a good reward. We need those rewards. Okay, 30K. I'm going to... I wonder what they think of the baby, because usually you'll see the guest thoughts on the baby. Well, yeah, see, it's a lickle baby red crown crane. I don't know why it says lickle. I don't know what lickle is. I see they're spending a lot of time over here. What was our inspector report? 5 freaking stars. Let's go. She saw Bob and look, she's happy. She's very satisfied with our care. Good. See, we're running a good zoo here. Where did the babies go? There's Riley. Where's Dexter? Where are the kids at? Where's the child? Literally, where is it? Like, I can't find him. Oh, he's hiding from me. Oh, I didn't check his genes. Okay, not as good as Riley's. She's not rated. I feel like he's bronze. Come on, that's bronze worthy. I think probably they'll have to be at least 50% above, right? I don't know. Is that your parents? No. Whoa. Hey, they're sleeping with each other. You guys wanna... Those are husband and wife, like... Okay, I do want to check their traversability still. So they can traverse the whole habitat. They just stay over here for some reason. And I have no idea why. They won't move. It's gross. He just came in and cleaned. Okay. 800. Education 1 stars. That's okay. Breadcrumb cream. Yeah. So that's good. That's perfect. That's good. That's perfectly fine. So essentially, once you hit that 30K mark, I'm gonna put down some shops like here. Even though once the zoo's big enough and I can have an episode dedicated to like a scenery time lapse, I'm gonna do it like over here or like in this relative area. This will probably be blocked off by like I'm gonna do like a plaza area here, pretty much, and this will be blocked off by it. But I don't have the money for that right now, so we're just gonna, of course, do simple. What are their staff limits? I'm not gonna hire security guards because I don't need to. I'll put up some security cameras. So, with security, usually if there's security, it'll show in the blue. But, like, security guards actually will stop the pickpocketers. They'll actually make sure that they don't do anything. All the security cameras do, they can't stop the pickpocketer from doing it. They will just prevent it from doing it in their radius. So, make sure you can't just have cameras. You gotta have guards. But put guards places. Put cameras places around like here, where they could vandalize something, or around here where they could pickpocket someone. So, yeah. And when you do get security guards in your zoo, it's so funny watching them chase someone. I've caught it a few times. It's awesome. It's very fun to watch. Vet research, nice. So that should put something new on here. Yep, it puts the biomes on, and then it'll put the native range, and it'll put something else here. I don't know what it is. Okay. So that should increase education. Oh, hit 30K. All right, let's put down our shops. So we're gonna put down a food. We're gonna put down a Missy Good, a Pit Shot Juice, and then I'm gonna put down a vending machine. Probably a gold vending machine. So the vending machines are good. They're better than they were in Planet Coaster. Because on Planet Coaster, you had to like put them at a place with a path connected. Now they just snap on. But the vending machines are good because they will satisfy your guests' needs, but not as much as if they were to get it from here. Pretty much. So make sure that you have these and not just these. These are perfectly good to have. You just gotta have both. If you want that good guest happiness. So now, since we have food in the zoo, we need to make sure that they can't do anything disgusting. And then eventually get an ATM once there's enough food and they really want to eat. So now that we have vendors, I'm going to name them. Um, Yolanda Reeves. And is that a name of someone? Am I just thinking subconsciously thinking that? Lucas Servert. I don't know. That's a French word. No, it's a Norwegian word. Danish word. I don't know. But all right. So what I want to do, I like how they changed vendors to be for specific areas, but I found that sometimes messes up my staff happiness because they have to be dedicated to that one booth. But I like putting them in the work zone so they can go to either one when it's needed. I'm gonna change. I don't like the name Aquatic Land. I'm gonna change it to like Aquatica, which is better. So now we need to put down that exhibit I was yapping about. I'm gonna put that down over here actually. Make sure guests can access it many ways. Oh, that's great. I love that. Empty and no power. Okay. Put it here. So, I found that a keeper can handle one exhibit in one habitat, but if you have two, it can handle one. It can handle two things: one exhibit, two exhibits, or one exhibit, one habitat, or two habitats. That's what I've found. But usually two habitats tends to make them a little more stressed because that's more work. Because they don't just go do one trip there to feed and do water. They come back. When they inspect, they bring the vacuum with them and vacuum up the poop. But then they come back if they find that the animals are hungry and need food. They prep the food, then walk all the way back over there and give them the food, and then they leave. So, a staff member that's not trained very much is gonna get like exhausted from that. But some won't. Some will. Some won't. And it usually depends on the animal too. There's more animals to feed. I feel like. I don't know. So we're also going to put down our animal talk or animal chat, and I'm gonna do it for an exhibit animal that I've researched thoroughly. We're gonna put it right. Where should I put this? That's the best I can do, pretty much. Okay, so let's add this to the work zone. Look at these. We're gonna hire our educator who's going to service this animal chat. Educators, the reason educators are like pricey, it's not that they have to get paid more. It's that this is the only thing they do. That's it. So if they don't have multiple animal chats to go to or multiple tours to give during a work period, they're usually just walking around. So you're paying them for walking and talking, pretty much. And then they need to go get a rest. So educators are not necessary. The only necessary ones are vet, keeper, mechanic, and caretaker. The rest are pretty much optional, but are still very recommended if you want a good zoo, well-functioning zoo, happy guests, happy guests. So okay, by that actually I mean vets, keepers, mechanics, and caretakers are required to have animals, but the others aren't. So no species assigned. Let's get an animal I have done research for because animal that I've maxed out the research for. But I want it to be like an aquatic animal. Diamondback terrapin, that would be a good one. That would be a good one to do. Diamondback terrapin. That's aquatic, right? Okay. How many can they have? I know they can have like a lot. Okay, that was a good animal. Let's go on the cheaper side. because none of these genes are very good. Except, ooh, his is good. Oh wait, we already have the male. How many can I have? Because I don't want to. I'm gonna start with that because I don't want to spend too much money. Okay, so the main thing with the diamondback terrapins is that or the exhibit animals is that they're huge money makers. So they're pretty much gonna make a lot of money for you. Because they're gonna be breeding a lot, and they have a lot of babies, and you can sell them for a good amount. So before, I don't know which update it was or which pack it was, but before, I'm gonna guess a pack. Maybe it was like Grasslands Animal Pack. Before that, maybe you had to go in manually and select the ones that weren't the original parents and sell them, or you could sell the parents too. Doesn't matter. But now they have this management thing, which is so helpful and so nice. So you press manage population. Max limit. You can set your max limit if you just want to keep the male or keep the female. You. Yes.
Come on, watch us.
Soon, yeah. Not right now. I'll be down in a few minutes. Cute. Okay. So you can set your max limit, and then you can select the processing. Store and trade center, sell for cash. I'm gonna select sell for cash because I want them to immediately be sold, so they can make money, and then so I can make money. And the priority you can say, you can sell them for conservation credits. You can sell them for cash. Right now, I'm gonna want to sell them for cash because I need money. We're starting up. And then you click your exemptions if you have any. Sell for cash. It's the same for gender. It's by gender. So I'm gonna keep these two. They're gonna make babies. So I've done all the research for this exhibit animal so that I have all the layout and enrichment for them. Which is really cool part about the exhibits. And then you gotta set their temperature. Their temperature is gonna be like a little off. Even if it's a little off, if it's not in the green part, their welfare can be like 0. It depends. Then you can customize it, which windows you don't want people to see through. And then you can select the maintenance. But he's gonna come every 3 months because the exhibits I don't think require as much care, constant care. So then we're gonna select. This is in the aquatic work zone. Like terrapins, September. Educators can handle them, and we're pretty much gonna put the rest of our education down, and then we're gonna wait for the animal talk because I want to see him hold the turtle. Pretty much it. It's so cool. And then we also want speakers. Okay, we're gonna actually lower the radius of this one because remember the speakers are only going to. The speakers are only going to start. It's not like a passive. It's not passive. It's not like how they're walking through. They're gonna get educated. They have to be idle, and they have an animation that knows they do it. If they're just idle, they'll be listening to it and get educated. So it's not. I used to think it was like passive, but no, it's not. Unless I'm wrong. I mean, I could be wrong. So we're gonna make sure that people. And I also thought it like. Double the education they get if they're looking at the screen and reading and listening to it at the same time. It doesn't. They have to. I think they have to do one or the other. But okay, we're gonna wait for that. So now that we have food, we're gonna start making money. Get some of these challenges done. Food profits, and then finish that and reduce crime. Yeah. Education should go up now. Now that. Okay, so he's getting ready. Everyone's waiting. Wow, this is a big crowd. All right. So September 1st, he's gonna start his little thing. So fun. pull the turtle out. Let's see if... So now there's just one in here. There's two. Let's see which one's being held. Okay, Chloe's not being held. It's Zane, but I'm gonna name him. Oh. Okay, never mind. That would've been cool if like one of them disappeared. Your name is gonna be... Zip Tie, the turtle, and your wife. Wait, I forgot, you can't click on exhibit animals specifically. No. Nope. She is gonna be named. Ooh. No. That wouldn't make sense. I see. This is why I need you guys to help me with this. Jill, there's a good name. Okay, once this animal talks over, the episode is ending because this has gone on for way too long. Alright, but a lot's gonna be cut out probably. So. It just turned from like Portuguese to French to German to Greek. What language is this? That's so cool. I love how he just pulled the turtle out of his pocket. See, look, education. They're getting educated right now. I'm not lining up for Missy Good. Yeah, they're probably. Yeah, that might be a little issue. I might need to get like a food vending machine so people who don't want to wait in line. 3 stars at most. Be quiet. Okay, so that was a good first episode. Again, sorry for that oops earlier where where I forgot to turn on my mic. But that time lapse is probably cool, right? I'm very satisfied with the results. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that voiceover now. Well, this was a great episode. There's gonna be more to come. I'm Fuel, and have a good one.